Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late today. I was having some, the Zoom went longer than expected, and I was having some issues with the computer and I had to restart it, but we'll get started shortly. Hope everyone's doing good. How's everyone's legs doing? Because I know yesterday or the past 2 days was really leg intensive. And we only have a little bit more legs today, just lunges, okay? Just a little more legs. So tell those legs to hang in there. Yes, I'm live right now. If you have your phone nearby, grab your Wi-Fi. So actually, you don't need Wi-Fi. You can check the workout description down below. I'm going to pull it up real quick so we can talk about it. Here I am. He's live. Sorry for being late, guys. All right. So I had to make up my latest with an incredible coaching performance today. So rate me at the end of the day on a scale of 1 to 10 how good my coaching was. For today's strength portion, if you did Monday's workout, today's strength is formatted the exact same way as Monday, where it's going to be a complex of core exercises, and you get a minute of rest. So 5 sets, 20 seconds of a hollow hold. We'll go over all the movements in a minute, but in that 20-second hollow hold, you're going to keep your core engaged, your arms and legs off the floor, and hold for 20 seconds. Straight into Russian twist. So that's where you bounce on your butt, so no other part of your body is touching, and you tap the floor on each side. If you have a really light weight you want to use for your Russian twist, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just use your hands. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then 20 seconds of straight leg sit-ups, which you've done a lot of recently. But you're going to do 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, all back to back, and then a minute of rest. So the goal is to try to get as many reps as you can in those 3 20-second increments. Then, after that, for the workouts, 3 rounds, a minute of power cleans. If you have a barbell, if you have dumbbells or kettlebell, I want you to do hang power cleans instead. Another minute of elbow jacks, followed by another minute of front rack reverse lunges. So weight either in the goblet position or if you have a barbell in the front rack and then do reverse lunges that way. Then you get a minute of rest, and we'll repeat that 2 more times through. So we'll go over all the movements in just a second. We'll mobilize in just a second. But for the warm-up too, we have 3 rounds, 10 hollow rocks, 8 goblet squats with a 3-second descent, 6 bridge ups, and then 4 quadruped around the world. The bridge ups and around the world are newer movements, so I'll definitely break those down in really good detail for you guys. So bring it to the floor, do some really quick mobility, and we're getting right into it. You got some time to make up, but that's okay. We'll just go quick. Actually, first stretch. We're going to go runner's lunge. Drive your hip down towards the floor. Keep that back knee on the floor for this version of the stretch today. Hold a couple seconds, and then come back. Straighten out that leg. Get your hamstring. Couple seconds here. Go back forward. Hips. Boom, back. Hamstring. Oh man, I'm tight. Switch legs. Ooh. Some of you have been asking. So my schedule now, just to give myself a little extra break, Stephanie's been helping me out with that. I'm going to be doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. YouTube, as well as the 7 a.m. Zoom right before this class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you guys want to do that, you can join me for that as well. Next, cat-cows. Otherwise, I'm doing the 7 a.m. Zoom Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the 8 a.m. YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then I'm doing the 5 p.m. Zoom on Wednesday as well, so I'll have a Zoom later today. And then I'm also doing the 2:30 p.m. Zoom on Friday, which I've been doing about the past month. So, and then also the Saturday at 10 a.m. So lots of ways to see me. All right, next to kind of get our glutes a little warmed up, you're going to drive this knee out to the side, then bring this foot up and keep the knee back, and then tuck it back in. So you're in the P and dog, and then you're going to keep that leg up and then rotate it in. Give me 5 circles one way, and then 5 circles the other way. Think about your knee and where your knee's at, trying a big circle with the knee. So 5 one direction, then go 5 the opposite direction. Ooh. And then switch sides. 5 one direction. Then the other direction. All right. Now go ahead and stand. I just want to kind of open up that spine a little bit more and kind of get a little more dynamic. We're going to do some rotation. So you can pivot on your feet. So you'll twist one way, then the other way. Maybe get a couple spine pops in there. Yeah, I'm all popping. All right. So for the warm-up, 3 rounds at your own smooth pace. Let's try to take like 6 minutes to get it done or so. 10 hollow rocks. For the hollow rock, you really got to squeeze in those low abs hard to round your lower back. You're going to rock forward and back. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. It's not a big raise of the arms and the legs. You want to make yourself like a little banana. So it's just barely raising the hands and feet like a foot off the floor, if not a little bit less. After that, 8 goblet squats. So you're going to hold your weight. If you only have access to heavy weights, if you only have heavy dumbbells, or if a barbell's too much for you right now, you want to get a little more warm, you can just do air squats if you wanted to. But from here, 3 seconds down, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and stand, squeeze the butt at the top, 8 of those. 6 bridge ups, and the goal is you want to have your fingers pointed towards your hips. So if it's too much on your shoulders or your arms, you can have your fingers out if that helps you out a little bit. But try to have your fingers pointed towards your hips and your feet. Feet flat, raise the hips, make a tabletop, come back down, tap your butt on the floor, right back into the next one. After that, you'll flip over into a tabletop, and you're doing quadruped around the world. Now, the biggest thing here is you want to keep your torso as still as you can as you move your limbs. Kind of like how we do dead bugs a lot, when you're laying on your back and move your arms and your legs. And the goal is to keep your trunk stable as you move your limbs. This is the same thing, but upside down. It's a little more challenging. So make a tabletop. I'm going to raise my knees off the floor just slightly. So my knees are resting. I bring them up about 1 inch or 2 off the floor. I'm going to widen my feet to make sure I have an extra stable base. I'm going to go hand, hand, foot, foot, and that's 1 around the world. We're doing 4 of those. So imagine a glass of water in your back while you're doing them, especially on your, put the imaginary glass of water on your lower back. So you can imagine where your hips are, and you're not doing a lot of swiveling and side to side. No Shakira in this exercise, okay? We'll do Shakira later on, maybe in the strength. All right, guys, so 3 rounds. Move nice and swiftly. Try to move at the same pace I'm moving. If you want to go faster, cool, but make sure you're taking the time and you're moving with a purpose every single time. So first, we got 10 hollow rocks. Forward and back is 1. And 10. 8 goblet squats. 3-second descent each time. 3 Mississippis. Make sure you're keeping your core tight while you're doing these as well. You're not overarching your back. Six, 7, 8. Bam. 6 bridge ups. Try to make a straight line. And then you flip over 4 around the world. So 4 lifts of each limb total. Knees barely hover. You have that glass of water in the middle of your back. As you lift one limb, you have to really focus on putting a lot of weight on the other limb. So before you lift that arm up, think about shifting your body weight over slightly to the leg that's going to be helping you stay supported while the other one raises. One round. Back to hollow rocks. If you're squeezing really hard on those hollow rocks and you got any what's I'm looking for? If you have any toots that want to come out of the derriere, just let it happen, okay? I only want to say that now because if I do, I don't want you to judge me, okay? So I was squeezing really hard and I was trying to make sure I wasn't tooting. I almost did. What up, Kama? We're just getting started with the warm-up if you're joining us right now. I'm going to go over the bridge ups and the quadruped around the world in a second. I'm about to do them, so I'll talk you through them as I'm getting ready. So for the bridge up, I think you probably know these, Kava. Fingers point towards your hips, feet flat, raise the butt, bring yourself into a straight line. And then for the around the world, imagining you're have a glass of water over your low back. I think more time, right? That was only 2 rounds. One more round. What time is it? Yeah, I think one more round. Wow. Those hollow rocks, man. Whew. I hope you guys are ready for the strength. They said the core was pretty good for the 7 a.m. class. Hey, yeah, my bad, Kyle. I started a little late. Of course, the Zoom went longer than I expected. We have to finish the Zoom at like 8:01 and 8:02. When I went to the live, and for some reason, I think going from like the Zoom to the live on YouTube, like the camera didn't switch over, like it was still connected to Zoom or something somehow, even though all the apps were closed in it. So my camera wouldn't work for YouTube, so I had to restart the computer. Excuses. I should have been ready. My bad, guys. Won't happen on Friday. Friday, we're doing Murph practice. Friday's workout's gonna be good, so make sure you guys join me on Friday. If you guys want to watch, get face-to-face feedback, you can do 7 a.m. Zoom. We can chat a little better that way. Okay. I'll give you guys 2 more seconds if you're still finishing up the warm-up, and then we will hit it. Yeah, unexpected. You're right, Kava. I'm going to be early on Friday. I'm starting the live like 5 minutes early so we can hang out. All right. So let me pull up the strength again. The description down below, but it's 5 sets. 20 seconds of a hollow hold, so that same hollow position we just did. You're gonna go squeeze your abs, raise your hand and feet, and just hang out there on the floor. So a couple scale options if doing this is pretty challenging, you can bring your hands in, that helps a little bit. You can bend your knees, that helps a little bit too. Whatever you need to do to still keep your core engaged. I don't care if you're like this, but your back is arched and there's a huge gap under your lumbar. You want to focus on keeping yourself engaged and rounding that low back. So focus on that. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself in that position. If you got to kind of fold over a little bit, that's okay. After 20 seconds of that, right, it's 20 seconds of Russian twist. So balancing on your butt. If you have a really light weight you want to use, if you have a medicine ball or something around like 5 to 10 pounds, cool. But otherwise, without weight is perfectly fine as well. Balance on your butt, you're going to tap the floor. And I want you to twist your torso. So I'm going to just move my arms like this, keep my torso pointed forward. I want you to twist and change where your gaze is looking so your torso follows with you. So if I look down at my hand on the left side of my body, look down at my hand, it's just right side of my body, I'm using more of my obliques and more of my core to keep me stable. So I'm not just doing this, I'm actually twisting and turning. So keep that in mind when you're doing those. And then lastly, 20 seconds of straight leg sit-ups. So I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with those. Legs locked out. Touch behind the head, come up, touch the toes if you can. I'm gonna touch a little bit shorter because my back's still not too happy with those. But whenever you can touch, that still keeps you moving. You're not over exerting yourself and putting too much toll on your back, okay? So 20-second hold, 20-second twist, 20-second sit-up, then a minute of rest. I heard the first like 1 and 2 weren't too bad. The first 1 or 2 round times, 1 or 2 rounds through. But after that, it starts to catch up to you pretty quickly, okay? So we're gonna start in like 20 seconds. Grab some spacing. We get my timer set up. I need an EMOM, and we'll do 10 minutes. All right, let's do this, gang. Let me put my timer right there. All right, first one's just a hold. While you're during the whole entire ab exercise, try to breathe. A lot of people, when you engage their core, they go, ugh, and they kind of like take really short, shallow breaths like this. Even you can squeeze your core really hard and still breathe normally. So try to keep that in mind today. So that way you're still allowing yourself to get in oxygen, still allowing your muscles to work. If your muscles are getting any oxygen, they're not gonna be very happy. They're not gonna cooperate with you. So here we go, guys. Starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and raise. I'm focused on pushing my lower back down. There's no way any space is underneath my low back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, pop up. Russian twist. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, sit-ups. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. That was already hard. I don't know what the 7 a.m. class was thinking. That was already spicy. So the main point of this is just like Monday's complex, it's meant to superset. It's meant to go from like a really challenging movement, like a static hold with your core, to a slightly less challenging movement, but you can still keep moving, to slightly less challenging movement. So the hardest movement's first, and it kind of tapers off in level of difficulty, which keeps you moving even though your core is getting tired as you go through it. So that's the goal. We're going again in 30 seconds. If you need to if the hollow hold's hard, again, you can kind of like fold over a little bit to make it a little bit easier for yourself. The Russian twists are hard. Just try to maybe just do a Russian like sit up, just like hold that position, and then try to move just slow and steady on the normal, the straight leg sit ups. So that way you're still getting the work done. I want a minute of work. That's the goal. I rested for like a second on those Russian twists. I'm gonna try not to do that this time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm gonna bring my hands down. Even though your core is tight, you're controlling your breathing. Halfway. And twist. Halfway. Three, two, one. Sit-ups. Three, two, one, and rest. I went a little slow on the Russian twist. Oh, I shouldn't move my camera down. I went a little slow on the Russian twist, and that kind of helped save me a little bit more versus kind of like the first time through, I was like banging them out really quick, and my core died out really fast. Second time Russian twist, I kind of going like 1, 2, 1, 2, and that helped me keep moving. Going again, 20 seconds. Yeah, my core is already shot. 30 seconds. I'm just out of shape. I just pretend to be fit, you guys. I'm really not that fit, okay? You know the saying, those that can't do, teach? I can't do fitness. I'm just really bad at it. So I just yell at you guys during workouts to go faster and make you fitter. All right, 10 seconds. Whatever you gotta do to keep the limbs up and the back flat. And go. Having my arms down really helps me out. Two, one, twist. Big breaths. Halfway. Three, two, one. Sit-ups. And rest. Oh, ay. That was only 3. We have 2 more. Help me. "20 seconds, you guys. Friday, we're doing Murph preparation. The workout's up already. I am going to tweak it a little bit, just a tiny bit, but you have an idea of what to expect on Friday. But it should be fun. Yeah, now we're 20. Did I say 20 seconds already? Now we're about 15 seconds. 15 seconds to go. But Friday should be pretty fun. It'll help prep us for Murph, not the following Monday, but the Monday after that, the last Monday of May, Memorial Day. 3, 2, 1, and go. Obviously, we don't all have access or the ability to run right now, or we might not have the ability to do pull-ups or whatever, but I'm obviously going to write up a couple of different variations you can do to still get you some Murph in. 2, 1, twist. Halfway. And sit-ups. Two, one, rest. One more time through, you guys. Ow. Owie, owie. In case if you're a savage and this core is not facing you, don't worry, we have more core in the workout. I might die during that core piece because I feel like my abs are gonna rip. <sighs> 30 seconds. Ready for breakfast. I think today is a protein pancakes kind of day. I'm feeling extra hungry. Last one, you guys. We'll take a minute break. We'll go over the workout, and then we'll get into it. No matter what equipment you have, this will be a good workout. 10 seconds. Two, one, and go. Low back. That's the main goal. The only way you can do that is by squeezing your lower abs and pushing that back down. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit to help me out. Three, two, one. Twist. Halfway. Or now it's halfway. 5, 3, 2, 1. Sit-ups. Three, two, one. Done. Woo! All right. Hopefully you have abs now. If not, if you're like me and you eat too much ice cream at night, it might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. We'll get there. I'm gonna do Murph for Memorial Day. I don't think I'm gonna do the straight up Murph. I don't think I'm gonna do like pull-ups and stuff. I might do a home version style Murph, but otherwise I'm gonna hit it with you guys and we're gonna program it so it's gonna be fitness for all. All right, so take a second while you watch this because I'm gonna explain the workout really quick. So for today's workout, it's 3 rounds, a minute of power cleans, a minute of elbow jacks, a minute of front rack reverse lunges, and then a minute of rest. So for the power cleans, if you have a barbell, you would do your typical power cleans where you bring the bar, if you don't have any weights, or if you do have weights, around mid-shin, butt down, chest up, keep it close to the body and close to your legs the entire time. So literally as I trace my legs like this is literally how the bar should move. This isn't an exaggeration. This is literally how the bar should look. The bar should stay in constant contact with the legs. And that's second, you extend off the thighs, pull, and then drop and dip underneath, catch with the bar on your shoulders. Bring it back to the floor, repeat. If you don't have that, if you have a kettlebell, you would, actually I'm gonna show you a dumbbell first, and then we'll go over the kettlebell version, because I think I'll help put the 2 and 2 together. So if you have a dumbbell, and just one dumbbell, you're gonna swing it like a kettlebell swing, and then you're gonna pull to the shoulders and bring your elbow through. If it's a heavier weight, you can drop underneath, just like you would for a typical power clean, to make it a little bit easier, not put too much on your, too much emphasis on the shoulder, get a little more legs involved. If you have 2 dumbbells, you would just do the same thing. You would hike it in between the legs, boom, bring it to the shoulders this way. If you have a kettlebell, it's kind of tricky. Actually, I might be able to demonstrate this way. Ta-da! So, is there any bugs in here? Just a little teeny spider. So this is my kettlebell handle. So imagine this is my kettlebell. You would still swing it through like you typically would. And then last second, you're going to rotate outwards. And the kettlebell's going to rest in the crease of your elbow like this. You pop it back out, back into a swing, back to the crease of your elbow. You have to kind of absorb it and then tuck it in here. If you just do this and let it go, obviously it's going to not be very comfortable. But if you pull it in here, if you pull it in and then catch and absorb it at the same time, it doesn't hurt the arm at all. Otherwise, if you have a kettlebell and you're not comfortable doing the kettlebell clean, you can just do kettlebell swings instead, okay? So I'm going to use 2 dumbbells. I'm going to use 2 light dumbbells. You guys, whatever version you have, let me know if you need more clarification on what to do with it. After that, you have elbow jacks. For the elbow jacks, We've done these a couple times over the past couple months. I don't even know how long we've been in quarantine. It feels like a century. But for the elbow jacks, the goal is you're going to drop your hips as low to the floor as you can without letting your hips touch, and you just go and do like a jumping jack type variation. That's where the jack part comes from. So in an elbow plank, I'm going to start in a typical plank. Hips are nice and straight. I squeeze my abs. I drop my hips as low to the floor as I can without resting my hips on the floor. They're just hovering very close to the floor. Keep my core tight. I pop up, go wide, and then drop my hips again. Pop up, drop my hips again, and go inward. So I'm going out and in like an elbow, like a jumping jack, and I keep my core tight, but my hips don't settle on the floor. So it's a very subtle movement. You're not going to shoot your hips up really high. You're not going to go like this and go bam and go really exaggerate it. You just want to keep a nice little hop just to keep your legs moving and keep your core engaged the entire time. They're really freaking hard. How you're going to count the reps is go 1, 1, 2, 2, like that. Third, you're doing the front reverse lunge. So whatever weight you have it next to your shoulders. You can hold your dumbbell like this. You can hold your dumbbell like this. You can hold your kettlebell however you want. Barbell in the front position, we're doing that. But from here, just step back. If you're on a soft surface, light tap a knee on the floor. If not, you can just hover that knee and get as low as you can. But nice and steady pace here. This is pretty much the only minute you're going to go unbroken on. The power cleans and the elbow jacks, I don't be ashamed if you want to break them up. That's totally fine, especially if you have a challenging weight for the clean. But the whole goal for the minute is to get as many reps as you can in that minute. So if you personally know yourself and you're like, okay, I'm going to do 10, really short break, 10, really short break, 10 in that minute to get 30 reps, cool, for example. Whatever you need to do to get the most work done possible. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go for a huge max set every single time, especially if you have a heavier weight and you don't want to die out too soon, okay? Whatever it takes to get as many reps as possible in that minute. Don't be afraid to break. The only minute I want you to try not to break is the reverse lunge minute, okay? Questions, put them in the description or the comment section real quick. Otherwise, we're going to start in 30 seconds. Get my timer ready. So every minute for 12 minutes. What do I want it to be? Right here. All right, I don't see any comments. We're gonna get started, guys. Grab your timers too so you can see exactly where you're at time-wise. Starting with power cleans for the first one. So I'm using dumbbells, and again, how I'm gonna do them is I'm going to hike them in like a kettlebell swing, and then pop them up to the shoulders and have my elbows in front, just like you would a front rack position, okay? So, bam, just like that. If you have one dumbbell, you do the same thing with one dumbbell. Oh, I might even get fancy, do alternating dumbbell power cleans. No, I won't do that. All right, enough chit chat. Here we go, guys. Get ready to start your timers. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. It's a lot of hips. Squeeze your hips. Push those hips forward. If you're doing a barbell, don't push hips forward. Just push hips upwards. You want to jump halfway. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1, elbow jacks. These, definitely break them up. Break them up early on so you don't blow up. And your hips go low to the floor, but they don't touch the floor. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the hardest minute. 12 seconds. Three, two, one, lunges. Halfway. Try to move this whole minute. Oh. And rest. 1 minute rest, we'll repeat those 3 rounds. How did the first round go for you? The first round wasn't too bad for me. I'm not using super crazy weights, but try to move the entire time. The worst part is the elbow jacks by miles. Power cleans weren't too bad for me. Lunges were just lunges, just move. Those elbow jacks were nasty. Very good, 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm probably be sore tomorrow, okay? Core is probably gonna be a little fatigued after all this. All right, guys, here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. "15 seconds left. Five, 3, 2, 1. Elbow jacks. "20 seconds in. Halfway. Oh, man. "15 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. My core might literally explode. Halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. That was a little spicier. We got one more time through, you guys. Today's definitely was a lot shorter of a workout. We went to only 9 minutes of total work in comparison to Monday and Tuesday. But I feel like, I can't remember what I put, but I feel like Thursday's gonna be a longer workout. Friday will be a longer workout as well. I think Friday's a 16-minute MRAP. And then Saturday's a longer workout as well. So we gotta mix it up, you know? Short, fast workouts, long, slow workouts. Gotta be functional, y'all. You got functional fitness. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. $15. 5, 3, 2, 1. Elbow jacks. Don't let the hips touch the floor. Keep your core turned on. 20 seconds in. Twenty seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Last minute, guys. Thirty seconds. Just keep moving on the lunges. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Give me some knucks. Nice job. Take about 30 seconds just to catch your breath. Grab some water really quick if you need to, and then we'll stretch before we head out, guys. Just make sure our body's feeling good. You don't want to pull a back muscle like other people that I know. Also, if you haven't already, hit the like button on this video. Please and thank you. Once you are ready to stretch, go ahead and have a seat on the floor. Once you're ready to join us, the first stretch is going to be kind of like a seated figure four stretch. So figure four is where you put your leg above the other, bring your butt towards your heel. Feel it deep in your glutes. It's a good piriformis stretch. Whew. That wasn't too bad today. That was definitely one of the easier ones we've done recently. Switch legs. Not every day needs to be a soul crusher in order for you to get a good workout in. We did a ton of core work, which is going to help have you use the strength from your legs better, have the strength from your arms better when it comes to like clean, snatches, shoulder overhead, burpees, a lot of those things. It'll help you out with running, biking, double unders. We did a lot of glutes and hamstring stuff today, those power cleans, as well as the reverse lunges. Strong backside definitely helps protect your back, as well as how the body produce more power and pull heavy things off the floor. So not every day you need to be lying on the floor crushed, because your body can only take so much of that. So make sure you guys, days you need to go slow, you go slow. Some days you guys are taking rest days. So like it could be a Tuesday. Maybe Monday just really wrecked you for some reason, and Tuesday you're really sore. Rest on Tuesday. You don't have to rest on certain days. Your rest days can float around as needed. You know what I mean? All right. Next, upright lunge, and then we'll do supine twist. So upright lunge, 90-90, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs. Make your hip pop. What have you guys been having for breakfast? And what time do you guys typically have breakfast? I'm assuming most of you guys probably have breakfast after this. If you are watching this in the morning time. I've had my breakfast around like 10:30 recently, and it's not. Most days it's not too bad, but I think I hadn't eaten enough last night, and I'm starving today. But I'm still pretty much 90% following intermittent fasting, except for like some like random weekend I'll have something later in the evening. But I've been liking it a lot. I feel like when I intermittent fast, it stops me from eating as much, because if I eat really early in the morning, like 8 a.m., then I'm inclined to have like a snack before I have a big meal at lunch around like noon. Then I'll have another snack, and then I'll have dinner. If I intermittent fast, I'm just more likely to have like my meals. Like I'll have breakfast, maybe like a medium-sized lunch, and like a big dinner. And I feel like when I do that, my body, I'm using that food when I'm actually doing stuff throughout the day, and then I'm actually waking up and burning off some fat still, because I'm not just putting my body full of food, so I'm still using my reserved energy, my fat. And then before I go to bed, I'm not eating late at night, like at 8 or 9 p.m., so I'm less likely to store that food that I would have had at that time as fat, and I'm more likely to burn it off, because I have it at 5 or 5:30 for my lunch or my dinner, and then I still go for my walk, my dog, I still do some yard work, I still move around a lot. So I've been liking intermittent fasting. It's hard some days, like today I'm really hungry. Some days like I like that, but more than not, so I'm pretty good. For anyone that's interested in trying it. All right, last one, lie on your backs. 2 eggs, fruit, sometimes toast. Always toast, man. I've been getting plain bagels from Sprouts, and they're amazing. They taste like pretzels. Toast that up with butter. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I love them. All right, grab your knee, pull it over to the other side. Yeah, my typical typically my breakfast it'll be eggs, bacon, or like sausage of some kind, and then I'll have either a bagel and toast or pancakes with coffee. It's usually my go-to breakfast during this time. And then like for lunch or like a quick snack, I'll have like either yogurt or some type of fruit because I always have a sweet tooth, I always want something sweet. And then I'll usually have like Sprouts also has these like frozen paleo. I don't know if they're paleo. I take it back. I think they're gluten-free. I'm not 100% sure. They're healthier, obviously, but they're from Sprouts. But they're Sprouts chicken tenders. I'll heat some of those up and like make a side salad, and that's really good. And then dinner, I'll usually have whatever my fiance makes, or sometimes we'll make like a frozen pizza from Sprouts, or we'll make like so usually we'll get HelloFresh, which delivers all the ingredients to your house and you cook that food. My fiance doesn't trust me with any of the cooking. I'm the griller and the ovener. I cook all my frozen foods in the oven. But when it comes with ingredients, it's more than 2 steps to make something. No, thank you. You don't want me to do that. It took me a while to get used to cooking eggs. My eggs were not good for a while. I remember Roger will always tell the story too. Back when I lived with Roger for a couple of years, I'd buy like the pre-made, like the pre-prepped cookies, like the cookie dough. You just break them apart and put them on the baking sheet and put them in the oven. But I would still burn those. Even though I would follow the instruction, I'd still preheat to the desired time, put in the desired time, and still never come out quite right. So me and cooking don't get along. I'm all about my pre-made stuff. All right, that's it for today, you guys. Sorry I was late again. I apologize for that. I'll join a couple minutes early on Friday so we can chit chat and hang out. Friday will be a Murph prep workout. So right now it has like a cardio piece at the very beginning of the workout, like a 1-minute run or jump up or something like that. And then followed by like the movements that you would typically see in Murph. But I think I'm going to change it to still be the same format, but I'm going to add some rounds in there somewhere. I'm just going to make it a little bit nicer of a workout, a little bit cooler of a workout. So see you guys Friday, 8 a.m. If we want to join me at 7 a.m. on the Zoom, you can do that as well. Or 2:30 on Friday on the Zoom as well. So 7 a.m. Zoom, 8 a.m. CrossFit, 2:30 p.m. Zoom. Any of those times, come hang out with me. We'll get our fitness on and we'll get ready for Murph, okay? Have a great day, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Drink water. Take a nap. Take a nap. You deserve it, okay? Don't have coffee in the middle of the day. Don't have that 2 or 3 p.m. coffee. Just take a nap instead. Your body will be much more appreciative of that versus just a bunch of caffeine. Later, Ken. Have a good one, guys.